Hello YouTube, this is Chris again, Flammable Services. I'm going to make a short little video here. It's more proof that there's chemtrails that, well, proof that they're spraying chemtrails. They're not contrails all the time, they're mainly chemtrails. And, yeah, I know my sink is stained and I got dishes that I need to put up, but like I said, I'm at my mother-in-law's right now. Me and my wife are helping her. And so I come home and I take care of a few things, and then I go back to my mother-in-law's to help my wife with my mother-in-law. We should be coming home here pretty soon. But anyway, let's get to this video. So I've made community posts, and I've posted it on Facebook and different places, and even mentioned it in my YouTube videos about the oil residue in my coffee, and how when I first make my coffee in the morning, there's no oil in it. I pour my cup, there's nothing in it. But if I let my cup sit for, say, 30 minutes, I don't drink it right away real fast, it will get oil residue in it. And then when I go back and pour me a second cup, there'll be oil residue in it, and I open the coffee pot, and there's oil residue in it when there wasn't. And I keep having people tell me, oh, clean your coffee pot, clean your coffee pot. And it's not my coffee pot. It's not my dishes being dirty or oily or anything else like that. Like I said, when I make my first when I make the pot of coffee in the morning, make my first cup, there's no oil residue unless I let my cup sit. Some days there's no oil residue, and I go outside, and there's no chemtrails being sprayed. When the oil residue is there, there's chemtrails being sprayed. So, how am I going to prove to you by filming a sink that's got stains in it and stuff, and my clean dishes over there need to be put up? Because fire and water don't mix. You should not get fire sitting on the top of the water, okay, and following the trajectory again of the water. The only time you ever get that is like an oil spill or a gas spill or something in a large body of water or a small body of water, and then fire gets on it, say an explosion, or you light a match or a lighter or whatever, and it'll set the top of the water on fire. Other than that, you don't get that. You cannot get that. Okay? It takes a flammable substance for fire to mix with water. Okay? Now, I'm going to show you. Just turning my faucet on. Now watch this, guys. I just did this today and checked it out. Watch. Look at that. Look at that. It's even trying to go down with the water. You see it? It's literally dancing on top of the water. That should not happen. That's only happening because there's oil in the water and different chemicals in the water from the chemtrails. Look at that. No matter how close I get to it, it never. I'm almost touching the end of the lighter to the water. Look at that. That is not normal, guys. Just a regular old Bic lighter for barbecuing and stuff. Do it again. Look at that. That should not happen. And I don't always get this. I've tried that sometimes to see if it'll light on fire and not get that effect. And the funny thing is, they in Bakersfield, I don't know if you noticed, if you live in Bakersfield, they've been spraying real bad the last couple of days. Today I haven't seen any chemtrails, but the last couple of days there has been chemtrails. And then I do that with the lighter randomly. I didn't plan on doing it. I was just like, you know what? I want to see if I can get the water to light on fire. And so I can prove, yet more proof, that chemtrails are real. I don't care what the elites say in the the AI freaking bots and the government shields say, and it's chemtrails. If you actually do your research and look into it, a lot of pilots are even coming out and testifying, that it is a real thing, and they're losing their wings. If you look it up, going to CIA.gov, the reading room, or even just Google, it's called cloud seeding is the actual name for it. But people like me, we call it chemtrails because there's so much chemicals that are in it. They also use chemtrails for HARP, weather control modification, and making weather and stuff, trying to play God. And that's all going to be part of the fake alien invasion and part of the false second coming of Jesus. If he, controlling weather, making weather, that's God's job. And so, if they can make these horrific things happen weather-wise, earthquake machine I did a video on a long time ago was made by Nikola Tesla. Long story short, and it was pounding the ground. He was testing it, and the military told him, they showed up at his house, said, "Don't ever turn that thing back on again." And they hired him, and he started working for the government, making them weapons and stuff. So, and when he died, Albert Einstein, they had him go in and look at the stuff, and he came back out scratching his head, going, "I don't have no idea what most of that stuff is. It all looks cool, but I don't have no idea what it is." So that Tesla ball that everybody likes to buy and play with, it looks like a fortune telling ball, and it's got the electricity, and you put your hand on it, and it moves with your hand. That's actually a weapon. They just took the Tesla coil out of it, but that's actually a weapon that they made into a toy. Anyway, it goes much deeper than that, but no, this is yet more proof. I'll do it again. You see me, I'm just turning on the water, nothing special. Yeah, I know my wall's stained right there too. Look at that, that should not be doing that. Let's see what happens if I touch it on the water. Okay, so, that shouldn't be doing that, guys. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. Yeah, don't go at me in the comments about my sink being dirty. It's not dirty, it's stained. My wall is stained. That's old tile. This is an old sink. I would like to replace it one day. I know how to do it, but the stuff is all expensive. We might be losing our home soon. So keep us in your prayers that doesn't happen. And keep me in your prayers that I get my disability. I'm fighting it again, trying to get it from my back. My doctor's still telling me I can't work. I'm just disabled pretty much. The work, manual labor, irritates my back. So, and I'll do more in-depth video of my CPAP. But for the most part, ever since I've been using it, it's been doing pretty good. I'm getting apneas, regular the obstructive apnea. It reads, most of the time I'll get 3 or 4 of those a night. I was getting 50 an hour at my sleep study, and it's also reading central apnea, which, like I said, that's when the part of your brain that tells you to breathe when you're sleeping doesn't work. So it doesn't work properly, and so it stops your breathing. So anyway, yeah, let me know what you think about this in the comments. Is it more proof for you that chemtrails are real? Did you already know this? I mean, I've known it for years. Yeah. So stop telling me that my coffee pot's dirty. Stop telling me my coffee cup's dirty. Because it only happens when they spray chemtrails, or they sprayed chemtrails real heavy the day before, and the stuff's falling to the ground. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. Use all the links in the About Me section. Rate, comment, subscribe. Much love. God bless. And I'll see you on the next one.